Welcome, my name is Kat, this is my channel Kat Can Sew, and this is episode 6. I can be found on Instagram under Kat Can Sew, and this is my little place where I get to talk about my cross stitch. And today, as a bonus, I'm going to talk about a little bit about some cosplay as well, which is amazing. It's going to be a long one, guys. I have not recorded for, well, I have recorded, I haven't posted for over 3 weeks. I have recorded twice. One, I was rushed and the sound quality is not terrible, is not great. And the second one, I, again, had sound issues. I forgot to one, I forgot to wear my mic, and one, I forgot to charge my mic. So I lost sound about halfway through. I am going to be editing some clips in from my attempt the other day, but it'll be like while I'm talking, there'll be images going over as well. I'm going to talk about, I have 3 new starts, a finish, and a little bit of stitching progress. No big numbers on anything. A bunch of haul, and I'm going to talk about the retreat I went to. And some stitching kindness. So let's jump straight into stitching progress. So first up is Celtic Snow. This is a new start. I started this at the end of July. This was a July whip go call. I did not meet my 500 stitches. This is by Northern Expressions Needlework. And I am doing this on 28 count Celtic Snow by Live and Die LA. We came up with this color, basically creating our own inspiration or our own version based on the inspiration. And it is this gorgeous dark blue-green color. So that's where I'm at. I have 142 stitches. I removed 90 stitches. So I didn't even hit halfway on my goal. This is stitched in Dinky Dies. This is in a Black Needle Society Love You More bag. So I started stitching in this dark blue, this blue here, instead of Mother of Pearl, which is this one here, and the one that I have a bunch of. So this may actually get a little bit more work this weekend. I have now joined a team in Fandom Stitches, and one of the prompts for this week is stitch on something surrounding something, and as we can see by this pattern, we have a border all the way around. So I'm not sure if it will. I haven't been super getting in points in that as of yet. Life's just been getting in the way. Next up is my next start. This was going to be my smalls exchange for Black Needle Society Camp, but the theme this year was Carnival, and I couldn't find a pattern that I wanted to stitch that did what I wanted. I wanted to stitch a Busconu. It seemed like a really good excuse to stitch one. I mean, I have 4 patterns for them. Oh, sorry, guys. 4 patterns for them, but I haven't got there yet. So I, out of all of the wisdom, designed my own chart, and then I couldn't find a fabric I liked. I finally got a fabric. This is 40 count Mold of the Earth by Live and Die LA. But, so here is the pattern. I only have the wind stitch mock-ups because I have not actually done anything with it yet. I may release it, but I want to stitch a version first. And that's what I have. This is over 800 stitches. And I was worried about how many stitches this was. But then I did some research, and 3,000 stitches, 600 stitches in the background is like, I've got other charts that have the same number of stitches, so I'm cool with that. So that's where we are. All I got done was the fairy floss, and I started the snow cone. I did 2 over 2 on 40 count, which is equivalent to 20. It's too tight. It's a pain to stitch. You can hear the thread going through. So recommendation at camp was to restart it 1 over 2, which is probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep my little fairy floss. I'm going to make it into a pin or something, or a magnet, something like that. And then I have enough width that I can move it over and like start. I'll probably frog this and then start like here and do. I may even just make a whole new box on this side of this one. So hopefully you'll see more of this one over the next couple of months. Next up is summertime. This is on 28 count. Lagana, the color is Tropic Waters. Here is the pattern. It is by Primrose Cottage Stitches. This one I'm worked on mostly because it's worked for prompts for my fandom stitches. I had to do stitches in yellow, work on a project with food. It has worked. So that's where I'm at. I do want to try and get this finished by the end of the month, so hopefully you will see more of this in the next couple of videos. I'm at 28% though. Does stitch up pretty quickly. I mean, I got 500 stitches done at camp, and that was finishing the cream, this part of lemon, which will be lemonade, and summer, and the start of summer. Hopefully I've remembered to post a before photo for that as well. Next up is, this is a long going project. This is Ribbon Candy Ornament by Calico Crossroads. This is stitched on perforated paper down the entire length of the perforated paper. That's where I'm at. But this is double-sided. If you look, you can see crosses. You can see crosses. That's the front. I really want to get this finished by Christmas. But it takes me over an hour to do between 40 and 50 stitches. Basically, a length of floss. So my aim is that this is going to be like 2 or 3 times a week. I'm getting a length of floss in, and it'll wrap up quickly. In saying that, I haven't actually worked on it at all this week. I had all of the light pink. I have done the light purple. I did the dark purple. It was actually my very first project I worked on for Fandom Stitches. Next up is the Hubble telescope. Here is the latest cover image. And I worked on part 3, I think. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, part 3. Up to part 6 has been released. I am way behind. I made this work for the prompt of magical, which is amazing. I have amazing people in my group who helped me word that to make it work. I put in, what did I do? I only did about 217 stitches. I didn't put very much in at all. I basically worked on this. I needed 200 stitches for my prompt. I worked on this on Thursday night. I've been in a bit of, I lost my stitching bug. Part of the reason why I haven't been posting videos is because social anxiety got to me real bad. But I would like to get this back up to date. I am starting the Bella Filipina sale, so I would like this fairly up to date before that this comes out. And again, hopefully I put up my photo. I don't know why I say it after the fact when I really know that I've done it, because I do it. Next up is my little travel project. So this is set 2 of the Advent trilogy that I am working on. I got a few hundred more stitches on this. So that's where I'm at. I'm hoping to get this card done by the end of the month, but life. I will discuss part of that after all of these. Each of those squares doesn't take long to do. They take me about, it's 200 stitches, so about 3 hours. Motivation has been not happening. Next up is another new start. This is Season of Love from Black Needle Society. This was in the Nice List box from 2021. I purchased it out of the vault last year. I'm like 70% done. Like my plan on this was to get it finished in a day. And I probably could have if I had focused on it. But I'm 120 stitches in. There are about 50 stitches to go. I may actually finish that on the chat. I'm going to jump into the Black Needle Society chat after I finish this video. And my last work in progress is Royal Games from Mirabilia. And here is where I was. And here is where I am. So I finished the 2 hearts. And I did all of her skin and a bit more of her hair. So that's not too bad. I got like 600 stitches in over a couple of nights. So I'm still running the wheel of 20 decisions because I can't decide what projects I want to work on. So I'll move all of this over because I need the stuff that's on this right now. Last up is my finish, which is Sugars by Everything Nice by Artist Designs. This was in the 2022 Nice List box from Black Needle Society. This was fully kitted. So they gave us fabric, the floss, like everything we needed. This is stitched on. I still forgot to do all of my thread counts and my fabrics. Anything that's not new, it'll have been in previous videos. So this is 32 count powder pink splash. That's got the white blotches on it. And all I had left is the white down the bottom. And then I discovered I was missing 1 stitch, which I had run out of that floss. I edited out a sneeze because nobody needed to hear that. So that's all my stitching progress. All up, I've only done, a couple thousand stitches over the last 3 weeks. I got a little bit burnt out from Frogwarts, plus I was working on a cosplay, plus I just have been I decided to kit all of my projects. So everything that's in a project bag is now kitted. This is my color palette for around. I'm calling it around the fair, but that may change again. So like a bunch of these colors uses 8. Like I do like 10 stitches. So it's all of the bright primary colors, and then some shading in there as well. Yeah, I'm missing my pink. I am. I'm missing 208. I need that for the Ferris wheel and the roller coaster. So everything is mostly kitted, with the exception of Villa Mirabilia, and that is because I run out of some threads. So I'm out of 822 and blank. Oh, I'm not out of blank, but I need 2 full skeins. So I'm going to purchase 2 new ones. I've only got like 1.5 left. So here we go. Everything is kitted. I do have to work out how to make all this neat. I'm probably going to hit all this with a hairdryer and pull it all straight. How gorgeous is that color palette, guys? This is actually part of my haul, so I'm going to leave this out. But I use a spreadsheet. I updated it with all of my Haid projects, and then I have 5 bobbin boxes, 2 of which are stuff that is not in a Haid project, and 3 of which are stuff that's in a Haid project. Just so that way when I'm working on those, I'm just pulling out those bobbin boxes, and those bobbin boxes can then stay away when I'm not working on a Haid project. But that took me, like, not working on it every day, but that took me weeks to kit everything and sort everything. It took me 2 nights just to sort out all of my threads. Put all the bobbins away into the correct boxes in order. But it's done now. I have been redoing this about once a year, and I'm hoping that this will mean that I'm not having to reorganize stuff quite as often, having everything bobbinated. And I have a spreadsheet that tells me which boxes everything's in, or which set of boxes everything's in. So if I'm kitting a new project, I can find the threads. So here's hoping to a new method that works for me. We will find out soon. Next up, let's talk about my cosplay. So in case you hadn't noticed, I'm a Disney geek. My favorite ride is the Haunted Mansion, and they just released the new Haunted Mansion movie. If you haven't seen it, go and see it. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and that's saying that as somebody who's a fan of the ride. It is the last 5 minutes it probably could have done without, but other than that, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It has just enough like Easter eggs and nods to the ride. Okay, but it's not like the Eddie Murphy, like, I'm not quite sure what they were going for with that movie, but this one, it's still a comedy. It does have some scares, but I loved it. I remade my tightrope girl from the stretching posters. Here is a photo of me from the event, and here is one of me in the Doom Buggy photo op. I had to remake my bodice and remake the parasol. So that's mostly what I worked on after Frogwarts. I finished, and I had to style the wig. I wore that wig in a movie theater. I am so proud of myself. I did take off the cape for the movie because it is self-lined. It is very hot. It is synthetic. I'm also wearing a corset under that to help support the weight of the skirts, as the skirts normally would be worn with a hoop, but I didn't want to deal with the hoop in the theater. Also, I got new shoes. So last time I wore this, my feet were killing me by the end of the day. This time the ribbons fell down, but otherwise that was fine. It has 3 petticoats under it. And this is my 3rd version. Upgrade to my 2nd version of this costume. Also the first time I've styled a wig. I'm not happy with the wig. I think I'm gonna bug some people who I know style wigs a bit more than I do and see if they can help me. I also did some work on my Allura cosplay from Critical Role, but no photos of that because all I did was finish a sleeve and set it. Set it? Yeah, and I set the sleeve. But I do not currently have a mannequin, so I need to try it on me, and it doesn't have any closures currently, so it sits weird. So that's my cosplay section, and now we go into haul and stitching kindness. So first up is going to be the swag bag we got from Black Needle Society Fall Camp. So this is their 2nd year doing the in-person retreat. This is the biggest in-person retreat I've been to, and I went on my own. But I say that my husband was staying at the hotel with me, but he was not, anywhere connected to the retreat. But he flew with me, and it meant that I kind of had somebody to talk me down when I was starting to stress. He went to Worlds of Fun. I went and stitched, which was my Worlds of Fun. So we got our name badge, which I don't know where I've put it. We got this lovely gold tote bag. And in the tote bag, we had our cushion. This is the logo guy from the weekend. I realized I've forgotten one of the items out of here. We had popcorn. I've eaten half of mine. We had... Here's my name badge. We had a project bag, which I'll show you what's in it in a minute. We had a pair of socks with the strongman and the carnival tent, some popcorn, and at the bottom it says admit 1. We had some black pony needles. I'm currently using one. It's actually on the table because I found it attached to the back of another project, so I'll put it away now. If you are able to source pony beads, pony needles, oh my gosh, I'm a hardcore petite fan. The fact I can no longer get petites is really annoying. These are really good. I also am not having to go through them as many as they don't tarnish. We got a fan that lights up. That says Camp BNS. We got a drink bottle, which I'm going to post a picture of because it's over there and that would require way too much work to go and get it. And then in our project bag, which has Come One, Come All, and the little Carnival Master on the back, we got our fully kitted projects. So we've got the Come One, Come All, designed by Katie Landis. And the Carnival Master, which is part of her snail collection. We got... so I'm an even weave person, so we got 2 pieces of... I'm pretty sure this is Echo by Picture This Plus. One for the Come One Come All. This will be 32 count. And then a small piece for the snail. A lot of people at the event actually stitched the snail, and I'm going to try and do that next year. Hopefully next year I'll be in a better headspace. And then we got the required threads, which is a silks pack from Be Stitch Me. I pulled them out so I could match colours the other day and forgot to put them away. So there's our colour palette. So we have bone, just an off-white. We have slate, the dark grey. We have poppy, which is a bright red, super bright. We have slimy trail slug, which is it's a pale grey, but almost is like a green undertone to it. We have beehive, which is stunning. It's like a really warm, no, it's like a cool honey brown color. And then crimson, which is a dark red. These will work for both projects, and my goal is to have the Carnival Master done by the end of September, and hopefully started on the Come One Come All project. But I'm trying to keep my starts under control. And as we've seen, I already had 3 in the last month. Then the other one we have is, this is Goldilocks by Threadworks, which is an overdyed chronic. So that was, and then last up is a Rosewood Manor pattern, which is a gorgeous purple flower. Somebody can probably tell me what the flower is. I do not know. Oh, and last up was our, and put my snail back up now. Our camp t-shirt. Here is a group photo from everybody. It is missing a couple of people, but basically everybody at the event. I did edit, modify mine, and took off the neckline and the sleeves. That is our camp shirt. And then here are a couple pictures of me from the photo booth. I barely took any photos all weekend. I am a terrible person at taking photos. It's at like this gorgeous venue, and I just did terrible at taking photos. My social anxiety was through the roof. I did not cope, but I still had an amazing time. I had the most amazing people at my table. So I don't know if any of them will watch it, but huge hugs and love to Amanda, Sue, Becky, Elizabeth, Ali, Suzanne, and Shan, which are all the people on my table. You guys made it, so I coped. It wasn't hard for anybody to see. I was barely coping during the weekend, but I kept coming back, and I didn't hide out in my room all weekend, which is what I wanted to do at one point. But I made it through, and I plan on going next year. Next year, I'm going to know some people in person instead of just through chats, and that's going to help a lot. Next up is more haul. So, as you may remember from my mid-July video, at Frogwarts, the house I was in won the house cup. I actually finally got to meet one of them in person, which was Erin, who had missed our group chats for the entire weekend. So hopefully next year we'll make sure everybody's there. But it was lovely meeting Erin, who gave me the cute little. This was one of the stitching kind of items we got. This is a phone holder. And I got the purple one, or light purple one, because purple is my jam. But what this did mean is at camp I picked up my prize pack, which included the I solemnly swear I'm up to no good accessory tray. It's a dice tray, but it works perfectly for putting on a table, putting scissors, needles, etc. in it. This zip-up bag, which I think will fit a big Mill Hill kit. So this may become my new work project bag. So this is from Litjoy Crate. It is the letter that Mr. Weasley sends the Dursleys. From Stitching Pros, we got Live, Laugh, Frog, because obviously we didn't get hit by the frogs during the retreat. Oh, I forgot this. I'll get that at the end. From Ginger Stitch AU, we got Thread Drops. This could be Quantum Realms, it could be Crystal Fire. I came in to check it out. I have both. And then we got 2 patterns. Well, a pattern book, which is Between Friends, which has a bunch of patterns by Hands On Designs and Summer Stitch Works, and My Sweet Home, because our house won. And then, as an ongoing thing, every year the winning house gets a t-shirt. This one still has to be modified. Though I am debating on making it into a project bag instead. So Frogwarts, Common Room Year 4, House Cup winners, Ravenclaw. So, yeah. It may get worn to Frogwarts next year, and then decisions may get made. May also totally get worn when I'm in Australia. But I do, if I'm going to do that, I need to cut off the, I hate anything up here. So that was really cool, and I mean, I'm already using the accessory tray. This has become my living room accessory tray, and then I use one in this stitching spot as well. From the vendors that we had on site, I'm missing some. From Dying with Sass, I got. So I filmed all these, moved everything, and I don't know where I put her card. So this is from Dying with Sass. She has a Instagram, an Etsy store. I got 2 little needle minders. One is scales. One is this swirly pattern. It makes me think of a planet, which is why I grabbed that one. I also ordered 10 or purchased 10 of her acrylic floss drops, because apparently I have no willpower. So So I have 4 of the I'm calling them mermaid scales. That's what they make me think of. They also kind of remind me of rainbow fish. I'm missing one. Oh, there it is. Which is this snowflake pattern in purples and whites. And then last up is this sewing print. I have 3 more. I have 2 more. So like all different like sewing things, iron, sewing machine. Yeah, that fell down into the table. I also got from again, I've taken out the info, Judy's project bags. Ooh, but this time I have the card inside. So Judy's project bags and more. I got a turtle project bag. This looks like big enough to hold all of my Q snaps in, so that is awesome. And then a really fun snap tray. So again, another accessories tray. This will probably be more for when I'm traveling. As it does fold. And then from Black Needle Society, I got 2 more packs of white-headed pony beads. I got a pack of 26s and a pack of 28s, so I'm going to try this with my heights. I also picked up 2 more of the snails. So I got the Moonrise Snail. This was originally in the Night Garden box. And Happy Camper, which was last year's camp project. I already have Jolly Soul, I think it is called, which was released last Christmas. I am going to try and do all 4. I haven't decided whether I'm going to try and do them all in the same fabric or just stitch them on scraps, as they will fit on like little bits and bobs. I went to CC & Co. and I brought some patterns. So this was a trip to an LNS. So apparently set models are my weakness because I picked up patterns. So I picked up 5 from Frontier Ritter Designs. I got these cute little Christmas mittens. As we can see, these are like sets 2, 5, and 6, but these were the ones that had food items on them, and I really liked those. This nautical set, because hello seahorse. I am tempted to do the little boat for my dad before I go out to Australia, even though he will complain that the ropes are at the wrong spot. And then this 4-sided knot ornament. All of these are just stitched on perforated paper, which I have a bunch of. And I think they are all just in DMCs with some beads. Yeah, so the white is done in beads on the Christmas ones. The nautical one has all the white is done, with the exception of the sails, boat sails, and then some beads in these as well. So I've probably got all the beads I need. But I also grabbed some flosses. So I don't remember which of these I purchased in which place, because I also went to Quilter Station. Quilter Station is amazing if you're looking for fabric, but I am not. Though it did enable me to discover that there is an opalescent 36 count Edinburgh, which I do need for a project, so I ordered some of that from our supplier so I can dye it. Okay, I think this is all of them. So, no rhyme or reason to make most of these. Whitewash I did have as a color I needed, but the rest of these were just ones that spoke to me. I like the really bright, vibrant variegated. So we have Old Glory. Where is my white? We have Old Glory, Aqua, stupid word I can't say. I think that's a type of wine. Julian, which is amazing. This is washing it out. Like a really dark, like wine. There we go. That's pretty close. Celebration, which is pink, blue, yellow, purple. Robin's Egg, which apparently has been discontinued. Calypso. Coleus. Pewter. And Caribbean. And then from Gentle Arts, I got Cotton Candy. This actually gave me a prize draw. Then from Classic Colourworks, I got Cottage Garden, Baby Blanket, and Snips and Snails. So, Cottage Garden, Baby Blanket, which is gorgeous pastels, and Snips and Snails. So that is all of my haul. So before camp, I did get my order from Adam Hart. I've already kitted that using these. So these are their two new colors, which is Cosmic Pink. So it's pink with sparkles. And Ocean Nebula, which is gorgeous blue, green, silver. But as I said, I've already used them to kit. The fabric for my Seasons of Love is technically new. That is 28 count grayscale. It is just the 16th offcut that we had that hadn't been purchased, so I grabbed that. I also grabbed a tiny piece of Pacific, which is a color I'm debating about using for the Bella Filipina Mermaid scale, but I do want it a little bit. I want this but a little bit more green, so may have to experiment with color. Everything else, oh, here it is. Here's the piece of grayscale. That was a color, we haven't done it for a while. It takes a lot of work to do. Everything else is Paul and Stitch and Kindness. Last up, we have, so this is the Carnival Master Nugget from Wild Rainbow Co. This was passed around. I got given him for people who were like, did something that made people smile, so he ended up with me, and then I kept forgetting about him, so he stayed with me. But he really made me smile. I got given him for being brave and being there on my own, even though other people were there. People recognized I was dealing really badly with social anxiety, so I think that was given to me by Jessica Allison, so thank you very much. Next up, so as I said, we had prize draws. We had a big water balloon, balloon dog pool floaty, and inside were all of these little duckies. This was how we did our prize draws. On the bottom has a number. This was no number I called, but he was pink. And I pulled out twice during the weekend, both for game prizes because I had the item. So we have Bees and Birds Sewing Roll, Biscornu, and Scissor Fob from Station Ash Designs. And then on the back, the Scissor Fob and the the back of all the backs of everything. And the other one I pulled was from the Heart Flower Garden Cottage Sampler. So they were my prizes. I pulled some stuff from the freebie table. I grabbed a bunch of the Firewing designs. I grabbed this, which is, I want to do more things that need me to do finishing. So, Stitches Fob, but it is a complete kit. It comes with everything I need. But I want to practice finishing, so I have a bunch of stuff that needs to be FFO'd. So I think I'm going to do these two on the same fabric in the same colorway. But I'm not sure because this one is, because they're both masks, but this one's definitely a moth. And then this is my favorite of the ones I grabbed. These are all available on Firewing Designs website, Etsy. She's just stopped selling them as paper patterns, so Black Needle Society got given them paper patterns. And then I also got Val's out of the Frogwatch box because she's not likely to stitch them, so I got Wind and Ash. Val also gave me her needle miter, which is the Chinese Fireball. So I have ordered 2 of the Welsh Green and the Swedish Short Snout, and she's getting the second Welsh Green because her husband is Welsh. Also, I forgot, this was also in the camp box, which is our Mitt 1 needle miter. So, then everything else is Stitchy Kindness. Oh, and then these were hidden around the event for us to find. They were all over the hotel. My husband actually found 2 of them, which was really cool. So I got 4. I thought I had all 6. No, I have 5. I thought I also had the giraffe, but I cannot find it. So I'm not sure what I did with the giraffe. I feel like there's one other thing. Oh, and also, so this is a test color. So this is not the color that it came in. This is the Crystal Witch project bag. The actual project bags are more of a purpley color than this pink. So I got the pink. Where Luna came out like spot on, so I will probably get one of those, maybe. Next up is all of the Stitchy Kindness. As I said, I haven't. Oh, and also more blue blending filament in the glow in the dark. Anybody has leads on the purple in the blending filament? These have been discontinued. The blue and the purple. I do want to grab 2 of the purple blending filament as well. I have them both in number 4 braid, but I don't have them in the blending filament. Okay. So next up is Stitching Kindness. Some of these may have video from the other day for anything that I lost the tags for. So this was from Megan Webb. That's her details. So she made different pattern designs for everybody. She just came around with a stack and was like, pick one. So that was the one I picked because Avengers are awesome. This is from Erica Kolach, which is an 8x8. And again, she just had a bag full and she was like, pick one. So I picked a really cool purple one. I've already shown you what Erin gave me. Some of these I have separated. Some of these I don't remember who gave them to me. Some of them I don't know who gave them to me. So we got a ring for all of our floss drops, which I'm going to actually use. This was from the pen was also in the Black Needle Society box. Yeah. So this was from Amanda, who was sitting with me. It's Amanda _Stitches. This is from Renee and her Golden Familiars. She makes really awesome stitching bags. So check her out. It's a really cute little ducky. I will probably use it as a zipper pull more than a scissor fob, but either way, that will happen. It'll get used. Somebody gave us a massive set of floss drops with a ring. No idea who it was. Ali gave us floss drops and some stickers. Unfortunately, I've pulled all the stickers out. I don't remember who gave me which stickers now, because here's my pile of stickers. So I will find her and show them. I think I pulled them out from the other video. June Evans gave us, these are playing cards as floss drops, and they all had different designs. There is also a little frog sticker and a little charm. These are from blanked on her name now. Marriott. She didn't put her details on the back. That's why I was trying to remember who it was. These are from Anna Surford. Having your name and details on what people give you makes it really easy for them to credit you during their haul photos. These are from Connie and Melina. Count Twice, Stitch Once. That is their Flosstube and Instagrams. I just started watching them, so I have a bunch to catch up on. Under the Sea Fabrics gave us needle minders and a bunch of stickers, and this really cute scissor charm. That's probably going to go onto my camp project bag. Jen Twock. Where is her? Gave teeny tiny little what do you call it? Gummy bear. Needle minders. Here is another. This is a couple of stars and another circus tent charm. I don't know who. Oh, that would be from Cassie Cunningham, Country Roads Stitcher. This is from David. I've lost her card. I wasn't there when she was handing these out, and apparently these were all different. And I got one that is so up my alley that it is not. It's like ridiculous. This is so pretty. It's from the Redneck Bifocal Stitcher, which is Sarah. She just did her first Flosstube with her whip braid, and I get everything that she was saying about how hard it is to post videos and it takes a bunch of tries. But also, oh my gosh, she does a bunch of mirabilias and I love it. She gave us highlighters because we are the highlight of the retreat. somebody gave us, so this was in a little baggie with some candy and the floss. We got a little piece of country mocha, and again I got an amazing purple color. From the Three Trails stitches, Sarah, Carrie, and Whitney. Handy little floss organizer. From Elizabeth, who was sitting on the table with us. I think these were given to the table people. I'm not sure if she did these for everybody. And then she had just some random like other stuff. So she had this really cute little ice cream, which I got just before we left. And the strawberry. This is going to go back onto my project bag, onto my stash bag. So Suzanne Houston gave us this waxer, and then I do not know who gave us the strawberry. This book was in a pack with some other stuff, and it's just a really handy little notebook. The rest of my floss. Do not know who gave us this. And then last but not least, I may be missing a couple of things, and I will add them to the video. From Erica and Kevin. They gave us a sticky notes, and a pencil wand, and because we got travel scissors and some candy. Again, I do not know who this is from because they. Oh wait, no, there is a business card in here. Sorry for the crinkles. This is from Crafty Christie's Crafts. Like this is how people find what you sell, and she sells grime guards and a bunch of sewing stuff. So somebody gave us gold powder eye masks. Could be useful after the weekend. Beth gave us these little Ort containers. So that will probably go in my travel bag because at the moment I'm just using old prescription bottles. Somebody gave us a little finishing group. I've got a little ducky, a little elephant charm. All these I don't know who the name of, but Puffin Stitches, which is a designer. They're in the process of changing all their details. Gave us this cute little chart, which is a little puffin eating popcorn. As I said, I put a bunch of stuff away because I was being all organized. And then I got a T-Rex one as well. Somebody was giving us these little cute little pens. And then the last little bit. So what I was giving people was these little baggies with my business card, the Live and Die LA business card, and this floss. So it's purples and it's 3 shades of purple with one of them being a bit more of a pinky purple. I had 2 stitches actually start projects using this floss during camp. They are Sarah. I'm going to post pictures, but I have the writing in front of me. I got their details. So Sarah, who is Unleashed Crafter, and she's stitching on Shop Faster. And Sheila, who is Frog FL, F2ROG_FL. And she's working on Fills My Days. So super happy to see this floss being used, and so happy with how it's stitching up. If anybody else happens to be using it and sees this, please tag me. I said I'm cat cancer, which is what I called my floss. So that is it. I'm about to jump into a couple of chats. I hope everybody is having a great night, had a great week. There probably won't be another video next week or on Monday, but hopefully there will be the following week. I'm also going back to work and do not know when that's actually going to happen. So I hope I remembered everything this time. I also got some shirts from Athena, Stitching Goddess Designs. So Midnight Stitches Club Society. Who's going to join me in that one? Which I got on I think it's Orchid. Really pretty pink. I got Competitive Stitcher on the Sport Grey, I think it is, in glittery. I think this is the sparkle, so it's not rough. Blue, because, you know, after winning Frogwarts, or after doing some of the winning at Frogwarts. And then the last one is in this purple. I think this is the holographic. I'm counting. So these are in the V-neck, so I will wear them as is. I also have a rather large pile of stuff that have a great day, have a great week, stitch on something that makes you happy, find your jam, and don't care what anybody else says. Just do what you like. Ciao.